God, I thank you today for this time that you've given us, the worship experience where we had an opportunity to express in song how much joy you give us. To express in song, God, that you are our light and our salvation. These two alone, God, leads us to remember that you've been faithful. When others prove to be inconsistent, God, you showed yourself as faithful. When within ourselves we had frustrations and doubt about what was next, God, you proved to be faithful. So even now, God, we speak life this morning because of your faithfulness. We trust because of your faithfulness. We're here today because you've been faithful. And so thank you, God, for this great salvation that has been given to every man, woman, boy, and girl. The opportunity to reach beyond where we are. Move into a different dispensation. Thank you now. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart this morning be acceptable in your sight. God, you're my strength and my redeemer. In Jesus' name, amen. Very familiar passage of scripture, Mark the 11th chapter, beginning at verse number 23. There's so much that goes along with this. This will start a series of messages I'm going to talk to you about concerning destiny. I've been rolling stuff over in my spirit all week long about destiny. Partly because I believe that destiny is something that's in place for us and it cannot be changed or moved. Amen. Regardless of you. It's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. Can you say amen? Amen. You heard the testimony of Sister Nadia. We didn't plan this, but amen. Whatever happened to her at the beginning of her life will not stop the destiny that God has for her. Amen. Right. Doesn't matter about how bad life was when you were growing up or the difficulties you had once you became an adult or how hard it seemed for you, amen, as a parent, or the amount of money that you seem to be expending over and over again for situations that look like they'll never change. Destiny is in front of you. Amen. Destiny just don't change because things don't look like you want them to look. Can you say amen? Amen. I said something earlier in the week. I said destiny is and always will be exactly where it's supposed to be. It's you, it's me to get out of position. That's right. It's going to always be where it's supposed to be. We just got to stay in the right position. Yeah. Can I tell you this morning before we get into this word that the right position is in the arms of the Father?
What you say now?
It's in the place that Christ has redeemed us back from. Amen. All were sinners at one point in time, lost and confused. And if you stay in that position, you'll never reach your destiny.
That's right. Yeah.
It's only when you can trust God that you'll fulfill your destiny. Can you say amen? I later went on during the week to, amen, tell some of my friends that stupidity blocks your blessings and stops destiny. And many times you just need to get out of your own way.
Right.
I'm going to say it again. Stupidity blocks blessings and stops destiny. The problem is that you can't get there. You just keep stumbling over yourself.
Come on now.
You keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Not because you don't know better. You just decided this is what I'm going to do.
That's right. That's right.
Finally this morning early, I got up and this same word, destiny, echoed in my spirit. And God spoke to me. He said, destiny equals what's said. What's prayed and what's forgiven.
All right now, watch yourself.
Are we there yet?
What you say?
I'm learning as I get older, amen, that all you have to do is say some things.
Yeah.
But after you say them, that's not the end of it because a lot of people do talking.
Come on now.
But when you apply prayer to what you're talking about,
Yeah.
now you determine in yourself that you want this thing to come to pass.
Yeah.
The third dynamic, after you said it, after you prayed about it, amen, have you done your part and forgave?
Yeah.
Can I tell you this morning that a lot of people's destiny has been blocked just because of unforgiveness? Not because, amen, they didn't speak it, not because they didn't claim it, not because they didn't believe God for it, but because they could not forgive.
Deal with it.
They couldn't let go of yesterday. They couldn't let go of their past. They couldn't let go of their frustration. And you got to learn how to forgive in order to get to your destiny. Can you say amen?
Amen.
You can say it, but you got to be able to forgive. You can pray it, but you got to be able to forgive it. Jesus, in the book of St. Mark, Mark records Jesus as saying this as he's approaching a fig tree that, amen, was supposed to have figs on it, but had nothing but green leaves.
Right. Right.
He says, truly I tell you, that if anyone says to this mountain, be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and has no doubt in his heart, but believes that it will happen,
Come on now.
it will be done for him.
Yeah.
Verse 24 is where we're going to take our message today on destiny. He says, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours.
That's it.
Pretty sound words,
That's it.
pretty easy to understand. There's not a whole lot of exegeting that I need to do. Amen, to give this literal topic to you this morning about your destiny. I'm learning as I get older, amen, it's easy to talk about where you want to go, but it's a little bit more difficult to get there. Many of us, we have to ask ourselves, amen, what makes up our destiny? Well, it's pretty simple. It is the who, it is the what, it is the when, it is the where, it is the why, and it is the how.
Yeah.
Destiny is comprised of who, what, when, where, why, and how.
Yeah.
Who's supposed to reach their destiny? Well, this morning I want you to understand, if you're sitting under the sound of my voice, God has put it in place for each of you to get to a certain destiny in life. Can I tell you, your destiny is linked to your gift?
Come on now. Come on now.
That's the who. Your destiny is linked to your gift. In other words, if you're gifted to speak, to talk, to orate, and then your destiny is linked to your gift. If you're athletic, your destiny is linked to your gift.
Yes.
If you can work with your hands and work with tools, your destiny is linked to your gift. If you can teach, and then if you can instruct, your destiny is linked. If you can psychologically expose the elements of things around you and make people in your world connected to you feel good about themselves, your destiny is linked to what's already on the inside. While many people are looking around trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be, ask yourself, what are you good at? What is your gift?
Come on now.
It is the who. It is you. It is the what. What is my destiny going to look like? What is it supposed to be? Well, to understand the what, you got to be tied to the who. Somebody say that.
Amen.
And most of us, we're too busy following everybody else's dream.
Yeah.
Following everybody else's pattern, following everybody else's plan to figure out our what, because we haven't discovered who we are yet. You've got to know who you are to understand what it is you're supposed to be doing. When you get the who and the what, then you have to ask yourself when. And now we involve the element of time. Because nothing happens overnight. Somebody please say amen.
Amen.
I know you want to get there overnight, but nothing, the element of time doesn't rob you of who you are. It only makes you better. Somebody say this. If they can take wine from a grape and put it in a bottle and let it age for years, and when you open it up after years, it's better than what you put it in, put it from the very beginning, what was put in the very beginning. Why can't God, with time, do the same thing with us?
That's right.
When you understand who you are, what it is you're supposed to be doing, the what becomes very easy. Who you are what you're supposed to be doing. And when it's supposed to happen, the wind becomes easy because you understand the element of time is not a curse, it is a blessing. I wish I thought when I was 19 like I do at 56.
Come on.
I'd be a very rich man by now. But I thought at 19, I had to dress like my environment. I had to drive the same vehicles that everybody in my environment drove. I had to live in the same neighborhoods and community. I wish I knew then what I know now. Time makes us better. Makes us perfected. It puts us in a place of maturity. You understand the who, you understand the what, you understand, amen, the when. Now you got to understand the where. And here is something that gets all of us because we all move in different venues, in different places, trying to find our where. Can you say that? Amen. Never saw myself in Alabama. It wasn't a part of my Big Ten places to live.
Come on now.
But God has an understanding about your where. I never saw myself doing what I'm doing in education right now. But God understands where it is you're supposed to be. I never even seen myself pastoring a church, amen, from a commercial building. But God understands your where better than you do. The who, the what, the when. Amen. The where is all about understanding God.
Right.
And the where comes to pass when you can submit yourself. The Bible says that we have to learn to submit ourselves to authorities. Amen. Romans, the 13th chapter, gives us to know that until you can submit yourself to authority, 13:1, you can't find your where. Somebody say that. Because we're too busy fighting with people that's in charge. You see, getting to where starts with understanding how to grow the process. Somebody say grow the process.
Grow the process.
In other words, if you're going to be the CEO, you've got to first learn how to sweep the CEO's office.
Come on now.
You got to understand how to grow the process. There's a commercial that comes on television that I like to see. It's of a Hispanic young man pushing an old rickety wagon. And then along the road, he's watching construction workers. And as he's pushing this rickety old wagon, then the story of his life, the where of his life is unfolding. He doesn't realize as he's pushing this rickety old wagon, and then what his destiny is going to be. He's just pushing the wagon. And the caption on the commercial talks about where he is right now versus where he's going to be. Once he gets an education, once he sets his mind to continue to do what's on the inside. He's pushing a wagon today, but he's pushing a car to the hospital doing surgery tomorrow.
Come on now.
Where doesn't always look like what you're going through right now.
Come on now.
Don't look like what you're in right now. Where is really tied up in God. That's why you can't lose your faith in God.
That's good.
You got to hold on to Him. Who, the what, the when, the where, the how of it all. The how of it all. Many of us want to get there through shortcuts. And we're upset with people when they tell us we got to take the long route home. The only way to get to your destiny is you've got to be willing to take the long route. You got to be willing to take the long route. Well, how, Pastor, do I have to be willing to take the long route when I can look around me and see that there are so many people, amen, who've done it by shortcutting the system? I was praying the other day, and God said the depth that you are will be the depth that the people are around you.
Wow.
The depth that you are will be the depth of the people that are around you. Now that's true. That means the deeper I go, the deeper the people around me will go. Amen. The harder I press, the harder the people around me will press.
Come on now.
The less I do, the less those around me will do. If this natural truth works a spiritual dynamic also in our lives, and I don't think God was just talking to me, it also speaks about your ability to go deeper and to do more, to have more, and to be better. If you're willing to put yourself in a position where you'll invest first in the who, you. I mean, many of us don't want to go back to school. Somebody say amen. It's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. But you want better. You want more. Sometimes to get better, to get more, you may need to do something that you don't want to do. Many of us don't want to change locations, but to get better, to get more, to do something differently, and then you may have to change locations.
Right.
The how of it means it speaks to how much are you willing to invest in the who.
Yeah.
The who. It's amazing to me how parents put so much into their children but won't put anything into themselves.
Come on now.
Can I tell you that your life don't end just because you have a baby?
Yeah. Yep, right there.
Just because you got grandkids, your life ain't over.
Yeah.
You put so much into your children, but you won't invest anything into yourself. The first thing you need to always remember is that who you are will never reach destiny by giving it away to everybody else. We'll say it again. There's nothing wrong with giving. There's nothing wrong with doing for other people. But as long as you keep putting somebody else in front of you, all that makes you is further and further and further behind.
I'm right.
Because you always got somebody else in front of you that you got to take care of. You got to take care of who? That's you.
Yeah.
Got to take care of you. Now, I'm not advocating by any means that you become a selfish individual and you get away from Luke 6:38, give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down. I'm not advocating that at all. What I am advocating this morning is that you remember that you have value and that you're supposed to make a difference as well.
Amen.
Just because your responsibilities have changed, don't start seeing yourself behind everybody else, because you'll never reach your destiny. It'll be there, but you won't get to it. I thought about this in reference to the cross, because the cross was Jesus' destiny.